Hi everyone, it's Wednesday. It's time for News 2 Gives Back. This is a special edition of News 2 Gives Back. I'm meteorologist Marcus Bagwell. News 2 Gives Back is brought to you by Nashville Subaru in partnership with Goldstone Financial Group. We just came right down the road from News 2, but we're at a very special spot here in Nashville, and that's the Nashville Rescue Mission. You know, when people are in need, one of the places that they can come to here in Nashville is to the Rescue Mission, and we're excited to be able to help them as we go into the holiday season, and especially with Thanksgiving approaching for next week. I have Miss Joy Flores here. She is the Vice President of Ministries here. She moved here and her family about a year and a half ago, 2 years. I'm sorry, but I hope you're enjoying Nashville, and we're really glad to have you. Tell us a little bit more about the Nashville Rescue Mission for people that may just be moving here and they see it when they come down to some of these different events that happen in Nashville.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me, Marcus. It's always a pleasure just to have you guys here at the mission. Nashville Rescue Mission is one of the largest and only emergency homeless shelters in all of Middle Tennessee, and we are celebrating our 70th year anniversary. So it's been an awesome time around here. Yes, thank you for welcoming me from California. I apologize in advance, but I am a refugee and not a missionary. You know, it's a bustling time around the holidays. But also as the weather drops, it's just another reminder of how many people are unsheltered in our city, and allowing them to come in is one of the best gifts that we get to give.
Yes, absolutely. And one of the best ways to do that is to provide some housing for them. And you all recently reopened your women's and children's shelter, which is over on Rosa L. Parks Boulevard. You tore it completely down and you rebuilt it and opened back up in January. How is that building now, and how many women and children can it house?
That's a great question. We're about 385 a night. When we rebuilt the building at that time, the capacity we had was about 16 to 18 moms with her kids, individual rooms, private restrooms, and you know, just a sign of the times, that has doubled. Our capacity hasn't changed, but the need has doubled, and so we're seeing more homeless families than we ever have. We average about 42 moms, up from 80 to 100 kids. That's a lot. That's a lot on our staff, and it just shows the growing need in our city. We do provide emergency services, so include food, clothing, and shelter, as well as comprehensive case management, housing navigation. You know, we don't want to be a jack of all trades, but we are a one-stop shop where we look at the person holistically, and we want to address all of those needs. Spiritually, obviously, we are a Christian nonprofit, so everything we do is based on the foundation of Christ, but also mentally, emotionally, socially, economically, educationally, that whole person, and we want to see them restored.
Absolutely. And also, we're here at the men's shelter here on Lafayette Street. You all are continuing to grow and a bit more of an overflow right now. Is that a good way to put it?
I think that's just how it is all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, we won't really turn anybody away, so our doors are always open wide. We welcome anyone who's seeking safe shelter, and we will put out cots, which has been interesting. I think that's a philosophy of rescue missions across the nation. When you say things like capacity, people kind of chuckle, but we're in that season where the need is so great. We don't want to water down our services and become ineffective. We really want to focus again on that whole person. So it'll be interesting to see in the coming season how we navigate that as this problem in Nashville continues to grow.
Sure. And with this season approaching now, with Thanksgiving and eventually Christmas coming up around the corner, what are some of the things that you all are in need of specifically, and some of your needs that you may have, not just in this season, but even year round?
Mm-hmm. You know, the holidays, that's just so a normal response when our hearts are moved with compassion and we want to give back. So we have tons of volunteers during this next season, maybe 3 months or so, bustling around here. It's so awesome. The energy's great, but we really need that volunteer presence 365 days a year as we continue to meet those needs of folks in our city. So we always welcome volunteers. Our basic needs are always pretty much the same. We need hygiene supplies for men and women. We need, like we were saying about our kids, we need diapers and formula and baby necessities, as well as adults. We need diapers for adults as well as kids. As we see the medical needs of our guests change, we know the two fastest growing demographics of homelessness in the nation are families and the elderly. So that's an interesting dynamic that not many people think about when they think about homelessness. So we definitely are experiencing that firsthand. And we have an Amazon wish list that's always available. You can click the QR code and see those needs online, and you can ship them directly to us.
Sure, absolutely. And we're going to have that QR code listed here on the screen or on our website with this story a little bit later on. So as we head into this season, how can people volunteer of their time, volunteer of resources and getting that to you all, and also volunteer, give financially to help support the Nashville Rescue Mission and their cause?
Our website obviously is a great front door. You can also come right through our front door. We have a volunteer portal on our website where you can sign up immediately to work at a shift either here at the men's or the women's. We do require a background check for adults at the women's campus since we do have minors. There's our needs list, of course, but even just volunteering in the kitchen and the warehouse, that direct contact with our guests really can change someone's perspective. We love to lead with relationship and not focus on those tangible goods of the food and the clothing, but that looking in someone's eyes, restoring dignity and seeing the Imago Dei in them.
Finally, what does it mean to see people volunteer their time and to come back and give back to this area, especially when we go into a holiday season and a lot of times the people who are staying here, they may not have families here or whatnot, and they're maybe homeless as well. What does it mean for volunteers to come in and to give back?
Their lives will be just as changed. I think when you have the courage to step into proximity of pain and hurt, that's where God does the best work. And so in that proximity, everyone is touched. So especially, even when you have teenagers or whatnot at home and you're trying to give them a broader worldview of reality, I think having the courage to step into those situations you'll only be better for it.
Miss Joy, thank you very much. And it's great to interview you again this year. We're excited to give back to them. Typically on Give Back Days, we provide a lunch to a different organization. Well, this year we have provided turkeys for them to be able to help feed the Nashville Rescue Mission residents that come in and participate for the upcoming Thanksgiving meal. So we're excited for that. And there's many different ways that you can help donate. We'll make sure we have this information either here on this Facebook post or at our website at WKRN.com. This is all brought to them by Nashville Subaru in partnership with Goldstone Financial Group, and also brought to them by you as well with your partnership and your generosity to help change lives. I'm News 2 meteorologist Marcus Bagwell. Have a great Wednesday and have a safe Thanksgiving.